Okay, let's start. I have this, there's a Tommy Hilfiger dress. I just don't like the patterns. It's very busy, like extremely busy. So I already took off the pockets and stuff, which I have to connect to this video later. So basically, this video is more about how to make spirals, because this is like a weird fabric, print. I think spirals will look better, and then I could drape them onto jeans or anything, right? So today's video is mostly, I won't be adding that. Today's video is mostly going to be how to make spirals, okay? So, you just need a circle. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of some of this excess, you know? Yeah, and I don't need to worry too much about it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, make it into, first of all, fold it and make it into like a square, and then I'm going to cut it into a circle, okay? I think, not sure if that's might be too long, maybe smaller ones. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this into a circle, okay? So that's going to be the first step to making a spiral. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this really close to everything. It's going to be hard to cut this much, but it's kind of like oval, but it's still going to work fine. I just want the corners to be a little bit more circular, basically. Okay, so take this off. I got too much fabric in here, but that's okay. I have to separate it. Okay, so I'm going to separate half because it's too much fabric. So what we're going to do is so we'll separate it from here. Okay, let's just do this one first. So basically we're going to go in a spiral, okay? So if there's anything attached, I will... Okay, so we're just going to go spiral. So we're just going to start here. Okay, so like I said, spiral. It might need to be adjusted. So again, into a circle, you're just going to keep cutting. Okay. Oh, I don't want to get too close. Okay, so don't get too close, but it's fine. It can happen. You want to like have you don't want to be too close. You don't want them too thin. You can have any size you want. So big, thick, whatever. But I'm going for like this kind of a thickness. So, and then the other one I can always use something. So this one looks like it might be long, which is great. That's what I want. Like, but I don't know if I want them too long either. So the next one I'm gonna make them a little thicker and see if I like that better. So, and that's it. So you guys see what like that? So this is very long. These are the frills. So let's separate them. So like separate them. See what I mean? So you can always double them. So here it needs to be separated. So we just go ahead and separate it. So see like this kind of frills, you can actually double it like from here if it's too long, and just like see, look at that. So that's frills. But I'm gonna make the next one thicker, I think. So okay, that's that. So here's another one that needs to be separated. So another one, and so this is like if you want the skinny version. This is like the skinny frill, and you can double it and stuff. Okay, so there. And this is just garbage, so I'm just gonna throw it down there. I'll pick it up later. Okay then, and then this one, I want to do thicker now. A little bit thicker. So let's do like, yeah, okay, I'll just show you thicker. See, this one was skinny pile. I'm gonna do a thicker pile. So I'm gonna start here. See, I'm just already thickening it. Yeah, and this one I want to make a circle more. And then this, separate this right now. Okay, there. So this one, I want a little bit thicker. I had to remind myself thicker because tendency to make it thin. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's just spiral. There. So this is a little bit thicker. See, that's the results. It's a little thicker, right? Okay, so let's separate them. And here's some that are not separated. So basically, like I said, you just go in and you just separate it. The thing about this fabric doesn't really fray, so it's really good for spirals. Okay. So this needs to be separated. Okay, around here. So, see that? Isn't that nice? Okay. So these are frills. I'm just gonna make a pile in when I need them. Yes. Then I can take out my frills. Okay. So again, I could probably do one with this one too. I'm just gonna make a circle again. Yes. Let's make a circle first. It is a lot of material wastage, but if you want those frills, and plus I don't really care about this material. I think frills will be better because it'll just add some, you know, something, right? Okay. I don't know. Is that it? This only has two. Okay. Not sure how this is going to work because this is attached. Anyways, let's just do it. Maybe I'll do a smaller. We'll do a smaller one with this one. Okay, so we'll just cut it. Perfect. You can make tiny ones too, but not too skinny. I don't want them too skinny, just tiny ones. Perfect. See, these tiny ones? Yeah. So you have all sizes this way, and this one has a little bit of a corner. I'm just going to round it off. So it doesn't have a corner effect. Okay, so yeah, these are like smaller ones. So you just throw them on. Okay, so that's good. This one, I don't know, we'll just have to see. Let's see. I just want to use up the whole material into spirals, that's it. So I don't want to save anything, so I don't need anything to be saved. I just want to use this as a spiral, and that's pretty much it. So this one, I'm just going to make it into a circle. Maybe two, no, I guess one circle then. It doesn't have enough material for like, let me put this together. You can always even things out later. So, yeah. Again, here, I want this curvature. Okay, and then again, circle. And there's another square that you can actually curve up. It's not really circles, they're more like oval forms, but yeah. You can go like totally circle if you want to be so precise. Not really that care about it, so there. So this is like the first one, the longer one, actually. Okay, so this is done too. So now I have all these spirals, which I can add to projects. And I'm going to do other ones too, other ones. But I think this one I want to do a jean skirt and put spirals all over it and see how that looks. I think I have a lot. So yeah, so that's my plan. But I'm going to make more spirals with other fabrics, okay? Okay, so more spirals. I have this piece. And I'm just going to... I have a shirt. I took this off the shirt. I didn't like the length. So I'm just going to do spirals with this one. You know this hem thing? I'm going to take that off separate. Because you can actually use that as a tie for something, you know what I mean? It's already done. This is what you call reuse items. You can use this as a tie on a bathing suit, or I don't know, if you make a top, you need ties. See, this is already done for you and you can just like use it. So basically, yeah, anything from a fabric can be used in whatever ways you want. Nothing can go to waste. I'm the type of person that don't like to waste anything. If I can use anything, then I will use it. Just throw it away in the trash because, you know, they don't really... So look at that. See, I can use that. And this one has one too, so let's cut that one too. So that's why I was like thinking, no, maybe I shouldn't send it, because, you know, knowing them, they're probably just going to throw it away if it's not good enough. So I was like, you know what, I'll just make it in spirals, which will come in handy for my projects. Yeah, I'm going to find a jean skirt that I want to make, and I'm going to attach those spirals that I was making. First I want to cut up all the spirals, so I might not be, like, this might be the last one I'm going to do, but you do the same thing with any fabric, is you just take, you just fold it out, make it into like a square circle, and you just start, you know, cutting the spiral. I'm going to do this one too, to show you one more time again, that it can be done on any fabric. Well, most of the fabrics I use don't fray, but the fraying fabric, you're just going to have to, like, I try not to use a fraying fabric, though, when it comes to this. Okay, so now we got that cut off. I'm just going to do this in a circle. It's kind of half circle already. So I'll take this off. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this off. Okay, kind of like a circle, right? What do you think? Okay, I gotta be over here, because that's where I was too close to that side. Didn't realize that. Okay, anyways, this one I can make a little bit skinnier, because it's not that big. This is a good size actually, so maybe I should make this one into 4s, maybe. I don't know, I think so. Okay. Circle. Okay. It's not really a circle, I'm trying not to waste fabric, I think that's what it is, because the more I can have, the more better. So as long as it kind of looks like a circle, oval, or circle, whatever, it's fine. Before, the fabric was not valuable, but now it's valuable. You know why? Because you have spirals, which you can use on any project. Okay, so let's do this. And then if you have less spirals on a certain fabric, mix and match them. Make it unique, you know, make it different. So that way, yeah, like that. See, look at that, see? Look at that, look at all the fabric, look at all these spirals. Yep, so this is like the burgundy one, and then I have these ties. Okay, so, and I can use this on some project. So this will be the last spiral I show you guys for today on this one, but I'm going to continue cutting more spirals out of the fabrics and stuff, and that's how you make spirals. Because I want to have a bag full of spirals so I can make projects.